after Blade proved Marvel characters can be really successful on screen, it really does have laid foundations for other Marvel movies we later see, like X-Men, Spider-Man. Marvel thought they had the confidence to doing movie-based characters, and they decided to do one of the most divisive films ever, Hulk from 2003. A big movie with big ideas, bold direction, and a lot of choices that didn't sit right with many fans, including myself. What's up, guys? My name is Nate, and in this 10th episode of The Road to Avengers Doomsday, we're going to take a look at the notorious movie from 2003 that pretty much not many comic book fans knew and people kind of tend to have forgot, and that's Hulk. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as I take a deep dive down this rabbit hole. By 2003, Marvel was already gaining huge momentum for their license base for the characters in movies. Blade was a huge success due to its dark tone and its vampire-like setting. X-Men laid great foundations for its characters and would later get a huge franchise in the years to come. And Spider-Man was a massive hit, and it was only about that time that Marvel needs to do another movie of one of their high-profile characters. As soon as audiences heard they were doing that Marvel's planning to do a Hulk movie, audiences were really sky high. First off, Hulk is one of the most popular Marvel characters. Pure power, pure rage, and a tragic hero. This should have been a slam dunk, but instead of that, it became one of Marvel's most quite controversial movies of all time. And I'm about to explain to you what really happened. So let's explain. Let's start off with the casting. Eric Bana as Bruce Banner. And honestly, the actor wasn't a big problem. Eric Bana played Bruce that was quiet, reserved, and emotionally damaged, which actually fits the character. His Bruce Banner felt lonely, disconnected, like someone afraid of himself. Now, I don't find the issue with Eric Bana really wasn't not bad. It was little how much the movie let Bruce connect with the audience. It really took so much time in this 2-hour runtime when I saw it myself. I was like, it's really getting a bit slow. That's how I really felt first time I saw it. Bruce Banner felt like the idea of a person that we truly understood. And that emotional distance really did hurt the movie. Next, I'm going to talk about director Ang Lee. When Ang Lee signed on, he didn't want to create a standard superhero movie. He wanted to create a psychological drama. This Hulk wasn't just about smashing bad guys. It's about the trauma, the repressed anger, and all that stuff that young Bruce Banner had, in his childhood. That's ambitious, and I myself respect that, what Ang Lee tried to do, but the problem is, audiences were looking for a slow, symbolic character study. They wanted the real Hulk, we wanted to see him in action. Although we get a pretty accurate, origin we see for him, really great, but Ang Lee gave us something closer to an art film, wrapped in, comic book panels. And I mean literally, and I'm about to tell you why. Probably one of the most controversial decisions they decided to make for this Hulk movie is about its comic book panel editing style. Split screens, transitions look like something like comic book pages. On paper, it was really creative, and I thought that was pretty immersive when I was first reading the script of this movie and learned about some details. But in execution, it feels very distracting. Instead of immersing you really deep into the story, it is constantly reminding you you're watching something sterilized. For fans, it was unique. For others, including myself, it was really put out of the movie, and I was really having a really rough time trying to follow up the story. Why is this screen moving like that? And believe me, that's how I really felt, and it was just so confusing for me when I saw it first time. But anyways, let's talk about the little storyline. This is where Hulk feels like a really lost people. This movie leads into Bruce Banner's childhood trauma, especially with the relationship with his father, David Banner. Instead of giving a Hulk eternal threat, the movie turns inward. And while it's dramatically interesting, it may feel like the plot is a little confusing, slow, and exhausting. This wasn't just a fun origin story. It was heavy, sometimes really heavy. And sometimes I feel like this. When are they gonna move this on? It's been like a few minutes. And that's sadly how I felt when watching this movie. Now, I gotta appreciate how like they decided to make Bruce Banner's father the villain. It was a really bold move. David Banner is reimagined as a version of the Absorbing Man, which is a Marvel character I barely know of, and it's kind of like a C or D list character. There's so much on this list. It's a lot. And I just like how he like reimagined as that, how the producers put that as a villain. A literal manifestation of Bruce's trauma. But as a villain in this movie, he didn't feel like threatening. He didn't feel exciting. It felt like abstract, and he just felt like it was a background character rather than like showing up as something. And in this movie, it feels like the final conflict should have been massive, clear, and powerful. Instead, like the final battle felt like confusing and emotionally distant. And I was just like, I get what they were going for, but I wasn't really much of how I felt when watching this movie. It was confusing to me whenever I rewatched some of this. For fans, including myself, I didn't connect with the Hulk movie. It wasn't big enough. It was super limited. The pacing was slow, and instead of rage, it's resistant, and instead of spectacle, we got symbolism. And this sadly just like disconnected this movie. I mean, I know like a few years later after this Hulk movie came out, Marvel would do that, and I did a video of that if you look in my videos. But it's just like Marvel's having a rough time trying to do a proper Hulk movie. Hulk is one of the most popular Marvel characters of all time. I just wish Marvel knew what they were doing. Like, every time someone wants to do a Hulk movie, it's just like, pass on script, next one. Yeah, I kind of feel that. And it's pretty annoying though, in my opinion. But for Hulk, it isn't just a bad movie for me. It was just misguided. It was misjudged a lot. Ang Lee tried to do something different. Marvel took a huge risk, and it was just like how people would see this Hulk movie, whether they love it or hate it. People have opinions, including myself. And I kind of see this film as kind of a letdown of a Hulk movie. And it was probably my least favorite. It's like whenever I watch some Marvel movies. And it's sadly the truth for myself. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, following this mixed reception of Hulk, it just shows how Marvel would do like another Hulk movie, a more grounded reboot. And while this incredible Hulk movie didn't get much love, it just mattered, and even missteps moved the Marvel universe forward. And I kind of find that concept pretty interesting. And in conclusion, Hulk tried to explore within the monster within, but truly forgot to unleash the hero we know. It's a bold experiment, a flawed vision, and a crucial chapter in Marvel's cinematic journey. And on the road to Avengers Doomsday, every step, good or bad, counts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the reviews and drop a like, and let me know if this movie really did great for you, or would you skip this? Because next time we're going forward in this Marvel universe, and I can't wait to tell you guys the next video. But until then, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.